You're listening to Sneaky G, the Cowboy Hippie, and the Clary OG, the Two Roofs podcast on Northeast Streaming Sports.
I'ma keep it 100, you heard me? Look, to be honest, y'all ain't even on my fucking level, to be honest. Some of y'all dancing with the devil, to be honest. Y'all ain't even supposed to be here, but since we all here, let me tell you what's real, to be honest. Y'all ain't even...
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneaky G. But I'm chilling with my orderly vatos, the Clary OG.
What up, y'all?
And as always, the Cowboy Hippie.
What's up with it, y'all? Sorry I was running a little late.
Now, hey, you're on time, buddy. You're on time. That's all that matters right now.
Pork butt went a little long.
Say what?
I was cooking a pork butt and it went a little long.
Oh, those are delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Those are. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know,
we're gonna have it for like a week now. So let's see how much.
The funny thing when I hear pork butt, I think of Norbit. Although it was the
chicken
ass. Butt. Yeah, the chicken butt. Yeah.
One of my all-time favorite movies, by the way.
Right? Tuesday. Before we get started, I have to say this. Your boy, and I mean me. I had about 15 minutes of fame on Giants.com. And if you guys could just bear with me for one quick second, I just want to show a small clip of it. Bear with me for 1 second here. And how do I get to it? That is the $1 million question. Here we go. Check this out, guys.
No one is more excited than the Giants superfans from across the world. And I have them joining me. First and foremost, Ruben, I'm going to start with you because you're in Spain.
Look at him.
Now, you're in another day right now, another time zone. So tell me, how excited
Is that our best friend, Brandon Lloyd?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm surprised Sneaky still got an invite.
I plead the fifth.
Hey, the audio is really bad, Sneaky. I'm just to throw it out there real quick.
I can barely hear it.
Oh, you can barely hear it?
It sounded better earlier when you told me. Yeah, the audio is real bad. You can't even hear it now.
Hold on. Let me mute you guys. Maybe that's an issue. Hold on.
Are there any other players that you guys are excited about to where you're like, this guy has to be in blue this season? My personal thing is I'm a guy of need on top of.
Okay. I don't know what happened with the audio. Can you guys hear me?
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm
You're
sorry.
muted.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
The
guys.
Sneaky G Man just fucked up about 10 minutes of my life right there. I don't know what the hell he was showing y'all, but basically that was our best friend Brandon Lloyd. He was on the he invited Sneaky G Man to talk about the draft.
Brandon London. Yeah, basically what it was. I'll tell you what,
sorry,
guys.
I don't even know his name.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. I mean, the clip worked before. Clary heard it good. I don't know what happened to it, but anyway, long story short, like I said, it must have felt like 10 minutes because obviously I'm a Giants fan. That's why it felt like 10 minutes to you. Loops, I wouldn't start Loops. I wouldn't. Hey,
I'm
Loops,
just sneaky.
I wouldn't
I'm
start.
texting
No,
you.
no, I don't know. I read the text. That's why I stopped it. Loops, you might want to. Anyway, good to see you though, Loops. Hey, I'm not going to deviate from what I wanted to say. You can always go to my Instagram page. It's on there. I did a little snippet with just with my highlights, but I also have the whole YouTube clip on there. And Nick, I don't know what he's talking about. I didn't show anything Dallas Cowboys.
You guys, man.
I didn't show anything Dallas Cowboys. I don't know what anybody's talking about.
Can I add something? The girl in the middle of the screen, she looked like she just bought that that Giants gear like the day before and put it.
Actually, she didn't. If you go back, she came on to one of the earlier shows of mine, and no, it's pretty much there. It's pretty much there. But yeah, it was fun. The Giants reached out. We talked about the draft, talked about the free agency, and
draft. Let's kick up on that right now. Okay,
let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. So me and Sneaky and Mark were texting, especially during the first two rounds, I would say. And I'm not gonna lie, that y'all's first draft pick, it was a little iffy for me, but the rest of it, I'm gonna give it a good B plus on y'all side. It honestly, y'all had a better draft than we did.
Oh wow! I did not expect that.
No, yeah, I mean, obviously, the draft is one of my biggest things that I love to research and everything. And I would say the Eagles had the best draft. Second place was obviously the Giants, and I could say us and Washington are about tied. But
did you see? Was it Davion Smith? How disheveled he was? I think because he was going to Miami. Did you see how he was like? He did not want to play with Tua. I don't want to read into it. It's a little early for that. But that's kind of what I got. Now, okay. I know, Cowboy Hippie, if you don't mind. I remember, we were texting back and forth, and you made a comment that our first rounder, it was a reach. We could have got him in the second round. I disagree. I don't know if you've read any of the reports, but Urban Meyer came out and even said that he was heartbroken to the fact that Tony was picked up because that was going to be his selection. So no, he was not going to be in the second round.
That's Urban Meyer. That I'm not going to trust a guy who gets headaches because the season's going bad and leaves his team. So honestly, there was Rashad Bateman that was probably still there. I think I could have gotten him, and to me, he can be a poor man's DeAndre Hopkins. So I can't wait to see what he does. I believe he went to Baltimore Ravens. And I see Loops. He doesn't agree with me about the draft, but honestly, the Eagles had the best draft. And it hurts me to say that.
Real quick, boys.
Mm-hmm.
4 weeks ago, your boy Clary OG here said Trey Lance is going to the Niners. And even the draft experts in the world were saying no. I watched a short clip on Shanahan talk about Trey Lance, and that's all it took for me to be like, he's getting Lance. And then the reports came out, they're not even watching him. They're going and watching Fields. They're going and watching Wilson. They're watching these other quarterbacks You know why they're watching him? They had their mindset already on Trey Lance. They just wanted to reaffirm themselves. Is Trey Lance our man? I told the Niner Nation, you're taking Trey Lance. It wasn't a surprise to me. That was one of the biggest calls I've ever made on the draft, actually, myself. Yeah. I just saw that interaction with Shanahan, dude, talking about him. And you knew it was a short clip, but if you took what he said, he loved Lance, bro. He loved him.
Yeah.
And so
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, what's crazy that is honestly nobody knew who the 49ers were going to take until that draft pick went in.
Right.
Everybody was on Mac Jones, and what's crazy is I kind of called that one as well. I said Mac Jones to the Patriots. Now I did say it was going to be a trade up, but he fell.
We called Lance and Mac Jones.
Yeah,
we both said it's kind of like how do two regular Joes that have this podcast call that, bro?
Yeah.
It didn't take a lot of investigation, dude. It was all over. The Lance for me was easy. A lot of people don't watch what we watch. I do go in and watch video clips and watch footage of these things, and I know you do. I know you both do. Yeah. But when I saw the interaction with Shanahan talking about Lance, bro, I was like, that's his man, bro. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. So it wasn't a surprise to me.
So when you were talking about a poor man's, what was it? What did you say?
Oh, Rashad Bateman?
Yeah, Rashad Bateman. Now, Ant kind of beat me to the big blue ant. He said, Tony is going to ball poor man's Tyreek Hill. He beat me to the punch. That's exactly what I was going to say. And I want to jump on this one real quick, and I'll make it quick. Vince, I understand. I have an idea where you're coming from, and maybe we can talk on the side, or you can put up the comment here. I will say this: these last two drafts of Gettleman, amazing. He used the same formula last year than he did this year. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. Not only did we get who we needed to get, but he also picked up future draft picks. I'm okay with that. I mean, with the pick of Towney and then Azeez, we got another physical corner.
Ojulari is going to be our sleeper.
I do too.
Here's the deal. Sneaky, this is a question for you. And Ish, you can chime in.
Okay.
Would you, as a Giants super fan, Giants Nation, if they took a quarterback, would you have felt differently? Would you have been upset about it? Because I text you, like me and Sneaky and Ish have a group chat. We talk a lot about the draft. I still said no matter what, they don't have a quarterback, dude. So I don't give a shit about all these draft picks.
And what did I say?
We'll see next year.
Yeah.
That's what he said. But I still, dude. I honestly, man, I would have taken a quarterback if I was the Giants. I'm not shitting here. I'm not lying to y'all, man.
Especially
would
Justin Fields.
If I would have taken Fields, absolutely.
An RB.
I think they're putting too much into Jones. I think they keep saying one more year. Dude, I don't see that dude doing anything next year, bro. And I feel like this was your opportunity to take a Fields and to take a chance. That would have been a big move in the Giants organization. And I feel like you guys lost a little bit in that, man. I would have done it.
I'll say this. Had Gettleman taken a quarterback in the early rounds, it would have made Gettleman look bad. It would have made Judge look bad.
Who cares?
Because of the fact, well, I mean, there's a lot of integrity into that. Okay. And what I mean by the integrity of it is, if you're going to have a coach, okay, and a GM defend their quarterback, recognize that he's only been in the league for 2 years, and make that stance, and then draft a first-round quarterback, you're going to have a similar situation in Green Bay. And that's not what we're about. Now, I say that if Jones does not show some kind of progression, if he shows any regression, I will not be surprised if next year they do get a quarterback in the second, or if they're not first round still. I don't think so. But we'll see.
Now, Sneaky, but the way the NFL works, it's so hard trying to find a franchise quarterback. I mean, look what San Francisco did. They put all the money in Jimmy Garoppolo. They gave Jimmy Garoppolo 2 seasons of him doing. He still went to the Super Bowl. But honestly,
Right,
he didn't do so great, and they still drafted a quarterback. The Chicago Bears put money in Andy Dalton and Nick Foles, and they still drafted a quarterback. Patriots, Cam Newton, still drafted a quarterback. I mean, out of all the positions that if you're gonna try to use a pick on, especially your first round, quarterback's got to go. Got to be it.
Okay. Well, I mean, you mentioned quarterback. Well, first off, you mentioned quarterbacks. I mean, people forget about Trent Dilfer. Okay, took Baltimore Ravens. He won a Super Bowl. Was not on the roster the following year. Foles won the Eagles a Super Bowl. Barely even started the following year. Jeff Hostetler, same situation, won a Super Bowl with the Giants. Moved on with the Raiders. I mean, there's no the fact that teams aren't as loyal, one, as they used to be, and two, the position of the quarterback. And I get on a Bucks fan by the name of OJ Sports. You know, they drafted, this one guy I don't know you heard of. Not drafted, I'm sorry. Signed a guy I don't know if you heard of, Tom Brady, 6 Super Bowls, something like that, whatever. From Michigan. They didn't develop a quarterback. They took a shortcut. It's really hard to do that.
Yeah.
So the Giants, I'll say they're doing it the hard way. They want to develop a quarterback. And Daniel Jones, as of right now, the second year in Garrett's system, they're going to develop him and see where he takes us. Now, there is no excuse. There is no excuse.
No.
Well, look, let's be real. 2 things first. I could have quarterbacked the Baltimore Ravens that year and won a Super Bowl. Okay. That was the greatest defense in the history of football.
Well, I don't know, because remember, Banks got benched. Remember.
Now, 2, integrity doesn't win NFL Super Bowls. Integrity does not win.
No.
You said it would question the integrity of the management in the Giants organization. Look, you have a job. You have a job to win. They see something as Giants fans see as well, something in Daniel Jones that none of us else see.
Right.
And so I guess that's what you speak of integrity, but that doesn't win Super Bowls. We know defense wins Super Bowls. We saw last year, and we know quarterback play through the regular season gets you there. You need a good quarterback. In the end, though, we see numerous times defense wins it in the end. We saw it last year or the previous Super Bowl. So I can't buy into that of the integrity thing, man. I more believe more than integrity. I believe they do believe in Daniel Jones more than integrity. I do believe they believe in him.
They do. No, they do.
Now, Sneaky, with the Kadarius Toney pick, the reason why I'm a little iffy about it is because I don't see him fitting in Garrett's system. Garrett doesn't know how to use tool players. As what I mean by tool players is receivers that you would want to use on sweeps, and on screens and stuff like that. He tried to do it with Tavon Austin, and Tavon Austin ended up being our 5th receiver. You know what I mean? So I can't really see Garrett fit Toney into y'all's system right now. And for that to be y'all's first pick, that's a little iffy for me. You're not going to draft a receiver to be your 4th receiver in the first round. You know what I mean? But I do want to add on your other picks. Like I said before, Elise Ojawari, he's going to be a sleeper. He had a knee problem. I honestly think he can be y'all's best defensive player in the next 2 to 3 years. Aaron Robertson, hell of a slot corner, came from a small school at UCF, and I think he's going to be a baller too. Now, the one that kind of threw me off a little bit was Ellerson Smith. I had a late grade on him, but like I said, y'all did a good job of fitting what y'all needed. Now with the Cowboys, a lot of people were upset about it. We had 11 picks, I believe, and we picked 9 defensive players. If you saw what happened last year with the Cowboys, yes, we had Dak hurt. Yes, we had lost our 2 offensive tackles, but our defense was disgustingly bad. And what they did is said, Dan Quinn, what kind of players do you like? And they went after him. And a lot of these players had a little chip on them, and you can call him a dog. Our 2nd round pick, Kellen Joseph, he's also a rapper, Boss Man Fat, big shout out, but he's a beast. He went to, I believe it was the LSU and got in trouble there, then went to Kentucky. But he's still a beast. One of our offensive linemen, he had some domestic violence, which I'm a little shady about, but he would have been a top 80 pick, but since he had some records on him, he went into the 4th or 5th round. So I just kind of like what the Cowboys did is because listen, our offense is fine. We just really need to see if we can, out of those 9 players, if at least let's say 3 of them hit where they're Pro Bowlers or starting a great starting corner or anything, that's a hit to me. We just got to wait and see. But with y'all's draft, it's more of those players can fit right now and do their job.
Well, I don't know about fit and do their job. So let me ask you something. When throughout the season, our offensive line coach, I don't remember. I can't recall his name.
Colombo.
Okay. He was fired.
Yes.
He was fired.
And
the reason why he was fired was because Coach Judge held him accountable. He said, look, if I'm doing your job, you got to go. Mm-hmm. And I think Garrett, because that's one of Garrett's guys that he hired. And Garrett is fully aware of what's on the line right now.
Oh, yeah.
If he does not develop Jones, if he does not develop the players, not only Towney, but I mean, you got Saquon. We don't even know what Saquon can do in Garrett's offense right now.
You're right.
So he's going to be held accountable, and I really hope Garrett lasts all 16 games. But to your point, if he doesn't, we might have a new offensive coordinator by season's end.
And you would have to have a new quarterback, right?
That part,
if the season
not necessarily, because when if I'm not mistaken, the year that the Ravens won the Super Bowl, they fired the offensive coordinator, brought in somebody else. I think it was the quarterback, the coach for the Broncos, and he came on and won them that second Super Bowl with the same quarterback with Flacco. So it depends on how Jones adapts to the new situation. Now they may still. I mean, I wish I was in those conversations. God forbid if Garrett were to be let go and they're just going to continue the same system, but make some minor tweaks here and there, and then the following year they adapt a new system. And I mean, I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but at the same time. You bring up a good point. Yeah, Garrett has an issue of, with some type of players, some type of high skilled players. But look what he did with Dez. Look what he did with Romo. Romo was successful under Garrett. Look what the running back before Zeke,
DeMarco Murray.
I mean. If he would have, maybe lowered his price, maybe he would have been back up to Zeke, So that's my only point I'm trying to make.
No, I get it. But Garrett's he's never been a quarterback guru. He's been a running back guru. He made Marion the Barbarian a beast. Felix Jones became a beast. DeMarco Murray took until his 4th year to be good. So honestly, I didn't think he was that great. And he's from Oklahoma. So that's my team, but it took him too long for him to be good. With Tony Romo, honestly, that was Sean Payton. Sean Payton made Tony Romo. As you remember, he was the offensive coordinator when Bill Parcells was there, and he's the reason why he went to the Cowboys. Because if not, he would have went to Denver.
But he did have some success under Garrett. I mean, come on.
What's
Romo did.
Though? He didn't even go to the NFC Championship with Romo.
Well, I mean, but he's not the only quarterback that Dak hasn't even took him that far either.
No, yeah.
But I'm saying, didn't he take him? Didn't he? No, that was Wilson. Wasn't it? That was Wilson in 2007. And I think that wasn't Romo's last playoff run in 2007.
No, 2014.
Oh, yeah, when you guys played against Detroit.
It was a catch.
Yeah, well. And that was Garrett. How
many wins?
So I mean, we can say that was the success.
Do you know how many wins he has, Romo, in the playoffs?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's that. I mean, Well, I mean, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. At least I'm giving you that.
No, but I appreciate it. But what I'm saying is, we've dealt with Garrett for 10 years, and what you're hoping for is not going to happen.
We don't know. I mean, let's talk about this after the season. I mean,
yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. I mean, yeah, it's a long shot, and Victor. I mean, if you have a crystal ball, let me know, because that's. I mean, although you might be 90% or 99% correct, there's still a chance.
No, hey, Victor. I mean, only one team's winning the Super Bowl, man. It's a hard run. I don't think they're winning it either. I don't think the Cowboys are winning it either. I don't think the Eagles. I don't think anyone from the NFC East is winning the Super Bowl this year, man. Real quick, dude. I want to shout out Micah Parsons, man. Okay, we haven't talked about him. Real quick, he won the media over with the way he talked to people. It's good to see that how grateful he was. He talked about being a Cowboy 2 years ago when he was at Penn State. So he's where he wants to play. The kid, I watch a lot of Big Ten football, as you all know. I watch a lot of Michigan football, so therefore I see a lot of Penn State. He is a great downfield linebacker. Now, he's only played the position for a couple of years. He's got a lot to learn. But with the guidance of, he's talked to Sean Lee. Hopefully Sean Lee becomes that someone to look up to. And Sean Lee came from Penn State as well. So I'm sure they've talked a lot about the NFL careers of a linebacker. But Micah Parsons, I wasn't upset, bro. So when we lost the two corners, I was like, okay, let's go after Micah. And so when they made that selection, I was happy-ish. I was happy about it, Sneaky. I like the kid. He has a son. And, to me, people don't think about stuff like that, but the guy is a father already at a young age. So he has that motivation as well. And to see his family surrounded by him at the press conference, the way he talked to the media, I'm excited for this young man. I don't think he's going to be an every down player in the first year. I don't know what you think, Ish. I don't think he's ready yet, even though he's a first rounder. But I think eventually he could become a very good, active linebacker in the NFL.
Well, that's what gets me so excited about this season. So after the draft yesterday, Dan Quinn had an interview, and this is the interview I've been waiting for, because he completely changed how the defense is going to look. We have LVE for one more year because they didn't give him his 5th-year option, right? We just signed Jalen Smith. He still drafted 2 linebackers in this draft.
Right.
Both these linebackers can be our starters by next year. So what this shows me is, I don't care if you're swiping or got that contract, it's a competition now. And that's what I want to see. If you looked at the Cowboys in the past 2 years, especially on defense, you never saw them get hyped up together on the sideline. You just saw them sit on the bench looking down.
I think this is Jaden Smith's last year as a Cowboy, bro.
I completely agree. He's going to be fighting for playing time, and Micah Parsons is going to take that job because, one, Micah Parsons is what Jalen Smith was supposed to be until he had that injury. Because remember, Jalen Smith was going to be a top 5 pick if he didn't have that injury in the bowl game. So Micah Parsons can be that. Now with Jabril Cox, he's from LSU, but he also went to Appalachian State the year before and won a championship. He's a linebacker that can cover receivers in the slot. So that right there says, okay, we need a linebacker like that, because what's been our problem? We can't even cover tight ends with our linebackers. So like I said, Dan Quinn really answered a lot of questions with these drafts. If there's one guy, and I'm pretty sure there's a couple people who know who he is, Nashawn Wright. People say he's a reach. He went in the 3rd round for the Cowboys, but at the same time, he's 6'4", about 198 pounds. This dude is tall and pretty quick. They kind of compare him to Richard Sherman, which I don't think you should do, but it just shows that Dan Quinn completely changed how our defense is going to look. We were used to the Cowboys picking these yes sir players, do what you got to do and that's it. We got guys who are going to punch you in the face if you get in somebody else's face. You know what I'm saying? We got a rapper as our corner. You know what I mean? And I listen to his music. It's pretty good. Boss Man Fat.
Hey, Sneak. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I just wanted on the last thing about the Cowboys drafts. My favorite one out of all those is probably Kelvin Joseph, but the one that everybody needs to watch out for is a receiver, Simi Fayako. So if y'all haven't really read up on him, he might be our next Michael Gallup. So
I have
go
a
ahead.
question for Sneaky.
What you got?
Devontae Smith. Were you okay? So Eagles, Giants, Cowboys, all right there, bunched up together, man. Dude, I love Devontae Smith, man, and I think that kid. I mean, I think DJ really wanted Devontae Smith, man. I really think the Giants wanted him. Well, and I think it was the Cowboys going who because one of them was going to get him, right?
Yeah,
one of them was going to get him. But dude, that kid, man, you know what? Bama's produced some really good receivers over the last few years, and I think another one's in Devontae Smith. Are you upset? What do you think about Devontae Smith? Would you preferred him?
Well, it's funny. It's funny you say that because Kadarius Toney is like a Devontae Smith,
right,
maybe a Devontae Smith 1.5, maybe not a 2.0, but a 1.5.
Right.
He's extremely versatile. You can put him in the backfield, you can put him in the line, you can put him in slot. To me, and I'm gonna be a hypocrite right now. I hate comparing players with players that have established themselves, but I say that because I'm negating what I said. He's very Victor Cruz like. And again, we'll see how he develops. Yes, we'll see how he develops. We'll see how he plays out. But I want to give an honorable mention. And believe it or not, this honorable mention is not even a New York Giant, and damn well he ain't no Cowboy, but it's Najee Harris.
Right.
His story. Now, some of the players were at the draft. Some of the players were at home with family. In some ways, Najee was at home. If I'm not mistaken, he grew up in a shelter home, and that's where he had his draft party. And he provided food. He provided donations and whatever for that shelter. And when I heard his story, I had that Denzel Washington tear. I ain't gonna lie, and to play in Alabama and to be where he's at right now. I'm not a Steeler fan, but I am a Najee Harris fan, and I'm rooting for him. And I can't wait to see what he does on the field.
I'm glad you brought that up, man. I as well. I'm not as diehard as if you guys don't know, I'm not a diehard like Cowboy Hippie or Sneaky. I'm a fan of Dallas Cowboys. My go-to is Michigan football, but I do root for a lot of these guys. I too take a couple on each year, and Najee's one of them, man. I'm rooting for that kid. I just you have to root for him. It's one of those stories, man. Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up, man. If you guys don't know, go back and read a little bit about him. Look him up. Look up the story behind it. Remarkable young man. And he's gonna do. He fell into a good spot. I think he fell into
Tomlin. Yeah.
Tomlin is my favorite coach in the NFL. I don't think I've ever told you guys this. You never know. Maybe Cowboy Hippie knows this because I love Tomlin, man. He's been my favorite. Crazy enough, as a Cowboy fan, Tomlin's my favorite coach in the NFL. I love the dude.
Yeah, he knows how to talk to the young guys and old guys.
He does. He combines a lot of good stuff. And you know what's crazy about speaking of the Steelers? I was looking back. Look how many coaches the Pittsburgh Steelers have had over the history.
Yes.
Pretty remarkable, isn't it?
But you can count them on one hand, right? If anything.
I think it's absolutely on one hand. Now, I don't want to misquote it. I can look it up real quick. Is it 3?
I believe it's 4. I believe it's 4.
Yeah, because you got Chuck Noll, and then you have Coward, and then Tomlin, and then there's somebody that was there before.
It is. It's unbelievable that.
Wait. Fish,
3. It is 3. Yeah, it is 3.
Okay.
So you look back and thank you for that, Ben. I thought I was right, but I wasn't sure. But think about the history and how long that organization has been around. You have 3 head coaches, man. Pretty remarkable. A lot of people don't talk about that. I was listening to the Fan. Shout out the Fan 105.3 FM in Dallas Fort Worth, and they were talking about that story, and pretty remarkable, man. 3 coaches, guys. 3 head coaches.
Only thing about Tomlin, he doesn't know when to get rid of his quarterback because Ben Roethlisberger should have retired 2 years ago. To me,
Well, and I think he restructured his deal, if I'm not mistaken.
he did.
Yeah.
No, but with Najee Harris, I agree with you. He's the perfect Pittsburgh running back. He plays tough. He's a smaller version of Derrick Henry in a way, especially the way if you saw him how he played in Alabama, they play the same way. Rough, will run through that hole hard and still bounce off and continue to go. But the running backs was a little off this year. I mean,
yeah.
There was only the first one that was drafted was in the late teens.
It's starting to happen, guys.
Yeah,
I've said this for years. I can go pick out a kid in Dallas Fort Worth right now that could be an NFL running back, dude.
Yeah.
The similarities and the differences are not that much.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never been big on drafting a running back high. I was upset about the Zeke deal. I was upset about the Zeke signing. I was upset about the Zeke draft. I've never lied about that. I've always been upset about the deals with Zeke. Yeah. So yeah, I think we're gonna start seeing that more and more.
It's funny. I actually made a wager with one of my colleagues, if you will, about because he was mentioning that 3 quarterbacks were going to be taken in the third round. I'm sorry. 3 quarterbacks taken in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it.
Right.
I didn't see it, but I will tell you, if I'm going to tell you that I was sweating when it was like Buffalo, because Buffalo was going to be the one that I thought was going to break it, and that was going to be the 3rd quarterback in the first round. Luckily, it wasn't.
Quarterback?
I'm sorry, running back. I'm sorry, running back. Jesus.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
You're right. Me off, Sneaky. I was drinking a beer right now, and I thought I heard it wrong.
And that's the problem. My daughter, my oldest, just brought me some soju, and it's freaking delicious. And I'm like losing my train of thought here. But I also have to throw it out here too that at KT4. Also known as AKA Young Joka, is also a rapper. Go check him out.
I'm gonna have to. Now,
my favorite rapper is still Beasley doing the NFL. I don't care what he says.
Cole
okay?
Beasley. Shout out to Cole.
Hey, that kid's sick, bro. Don't count out Beasley,
that
dude.
was a white boy from Lil Elm.
I'm just saying. That even made okay.
Now, so I think the running back that's going to have the best year in this draft is on the Philadelphia Eagles. He's a running back from Memphis, Kenneth Gainwell. Now, I would say the past 3 years, Memphis has brought in some badass running backs. One, Tony Pollard with the Cowboys, ended up being a badass number 2 running back. The guy from Washington football team is also, I think he's Antonio Gibson, I believe his name is. He's also from Memphis. So now we're going to have 3 Memphis running backs in our division. And I wouldn't be surprised in the next 2 years, 3 of them are the starters because Zeke's got maybe 2 years left before those legs start really breaking down.
We'll see. First off, Loops, that's incorrect. I listened to Vanilla Ice when I was a kid, and I bet you don't even remember that song. Informer, I look you boom boom down. I don't even know what he said, even to this day.
That was
and then thank you. Well, I know I said Vanilla Ice, and then I did a different song, Informer. I forgot his name, to be fair. And then Eminem. I mean, come on now. So that's not. I'm just laughing because it's Beasley.
Jim Carrey was better than Snow.
Hey, real quick. I got to bring something up, man, because I'm looking at Sneaky right now. Help me out, guys.
Oh, God.
Cowboy Hippie.
What's up?
The Sneaky kind of looked like a Hispanic version of Mark Ingram.
I've been getting that TikTok for a minute now.
I'm about to start calling him Ingram, man. I'm like, look at that sexy dude over there, bro.
I see it.
So I want to apologize to Mark Ingram and the Ingram family and to the whole Latino community.
Nothing but love and respect.
Right. No, facts. I love the fact that I have Latin friends. You guys are amazing, and by you guys, I mean Cowboy Hippie.
Right.
I sure as I don't mean you, Mark. You know, I don't know any Vatos named Mark. I mean, I
It's
don't.
Marcos, cabrón.
But then again, you know, how many blacks you know? Steven. You know, yeah, Stephen. Yeah, how many times? If I got a dollar every time someone called me Steven, that'd be hilarious.
People
no,
are Muslim.
I get.
Me
I,
too.
well, I get. I do get Hispanic. I do get Puerto Rican. Oh God, I do love tacos. I mean,
I get
they
straight
are.
sexy.
Oh, I get that too. I get sexual chocolate.
Ooh.
But
Say,
that
boys.
that was a long time ago. I was young and I needed the money. So, and I'm gonna stick with that. That's my
Now,
story.
Stinky, you never really tell me who was your favorite pick though. Out of all,
I got to go with the Aziz. That's what I wanted.
Okay.
That's what I wanted. I got to go with that. I will tell you that I was not surprised with the Townie pick. Now, what I mean by not surprised, Gettleman does not show his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Gettleman does not follow the trend, right? Meaning the 3 quarterbacks or the 3 receivers. I was really high on Pitts. I think Atlanta got a steal at number 4 with Pitts.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they had to pick him up.
Yeah.
So the fact that Gettleman picked even traded down, he knew his guy was going to be there. Even traded down to get another number 1. We got the 3rd round this year, but I think we traded that to get Robinson, if I'm not mistaken, because we traded up. Or was it the 4th round? But I know we gave up.
Y'all traded up to get him. Yeah.
We trade because of I think the Eagles or Washington, one of those 2 teams wanted him, so we traded up to get him. You know what? I give Gettleman an A+ on this draft, and I'm very critical when it comes to perfect timing. I know you're reading something funny.
No, I was laughing at your.
No, you were reading
surprise, surprise.
Your draft was good, but that trade was horrible.
What trade?
The with Chicago.
No, I would. How is that? What we got 2 number 1s.
You got 1 number 1.
No, well, I'm saying we got 1 number 1 from him, and then plus our number 1. I mean, how is that horrible? We got equity for next year. Wait. Before you go any further, let me tell you, we had nothing this year. We couldn't trade anything. We couldn't move up. We barely could. I mean, only thing we could do was move down. We had no equity in this year's draft. And Gettleman saw that, and there was a need, and he filled the need.
No, I agree with you, but y'all could have gotten a lot more than just a 1 next year in a 5th round.
I mean, there's no way to really know.
Especially, I mean, they had to know that they were coming up for a quarterback. If you're coming up for a quarterback, you're going to get taxed a lot more. I mean, look what San Francisco did. Just to change spots with Miami, they gave them, I believe, 3 first-round picks.
Yeah, but you don't want. But Gettleman did not want to put our team in jeopardy. Instead of giving up our future, he somewhat either protected. Because now think about it. Next year we have 2 number 1s, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say let's say we, Chicago. Well, or let's say Daniel Jones does great. Let's say we're the representative for the NFC, or we even win the Super Bowl. And then Detroit, with the struggles of the quarterbacks, Chicago. They're in like the top 10. Yeah, Chicago. What team did I say?
Detroit. You're good.
Oh, I'm sorry. Chicago. And they're in the top 10 of the draft. So now we're on both ends. And Carla, I wasn't mad at all. I was mad because I wanted to see who we were going to pick. But then when I realized we had the 1 and was it a 5? I thought it was a 4.
You got a 4 for next year and a 5 this year.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. But then we traded that for Robert. You're right.
Yeah.
No, I was okay with it.
Okay, so now talking with these quarterbacks, who do you think is going to have a better year out of all the ones drafted in the first round?
Mark, you go first, man. I got to think about that one.
Hold on. I was reading something about the English Premier League. I'm sorry.
Who out of all the quarterbacks that were drafted in the first round, who's
welcome to Truce. Welcome to Truce.
Hey, okay, say it again. I'm sorry.
Out of all the quarterbacks drafted in the first round, who's going to have the better year?
Oh, better year or career? Year?
Yeah. I'm not going to put career yet because I believe
Look. I'll be honest with you, man. Trevor Lawrence is up against he's pinned against the ropes right now, man. So Trevor Lawrence, I think Justin Fields is actually going to have the best year.
Mm-hmm.
I know he was the fourth quarterback taken, but I think that's a playoff team. That's a playoff contending team that he fell into.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel that Justin Fields has the upper hand as far as a more well-rounded team.
Mm-hmm.
And I think him falling to the Bears, man, I honestly, it was a wow moment for me because they're ready to win now.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it with Sneaky as well when we were talking about the playoffs, the Bears. But let's be honest, man, who was their quarterback last year and how they do? Justin Fields is a huge upgrade.
Oh, huge upgrade.
And I feel that Fields will have the best year. Now, when you go back and look at these guys' abilities, God, dude, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, these guys are just remarkable athletes, man. But I think Fields, with what's around him, will have the best year out of these rookies.
But look at Lance though. Lance has he has Kittle. He has the 49ers. Well, yeah, and the Niners have a decent offensive line.
Well, Lance is my favorite, actually. But
don't forget, they were, like you said, a couple years removed from the Super Bowl.
Well, I feel Fields is more advanced as far as playing in the Big Ten, playing in a power conference, playing against better athletes. I think it's going to take a year or two for Lance to adjust to the speed of these players.
Oh, that's right, because he was Dakota. He was North Dakota.
Yeah, he played at a different level. But I think he has a better future. But I think Fields will have a better rookie year.
Chuck D. I gotta go with Chuck. I was even thinking this because of Matt Jones. He, to me, out of the three, out of Lance, Fields, and Jones, I see Jones fitting the Patriot system the best way.
Oh, he fits it perfectly.
I mean, because obviously Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, real quick. Hey, if you're Mac Jones, you've had no fun in college playing under Nick Saban, and then you go to Belichick, bro.
Right.
Poor Mac Jones, bro. This is the two of the most strict coaches that he can play for. Sorry, Sneaky. I had to throw it in there real quick.
Oh, no.
And him and Brady have the same body type, too. I don't know if y'all saw that picture going around.
I do want to address two quick questions. One, Mike Erga. What's up, Mike? Hope all is well. Stefan, is Barkley going to be the same? Well, I'll tell you what, Barkley's going to be ready. I mean, if my thing is, and Clary, you can agree, if Adrian Peterson, now granted, Adrian Peterson is a beast, okay, but so is Barkley. I kind of hope Barkley, I am holding Barkley to that same standard that Adrian Peterson has. And I think that's, you have to believe, especially for him. And I know, Loops, this was addressed to me, and he said, you'll probably pick a cheerleader and another super fan like you. I hope they pick me. And about the cheerleader, no, we are not the football team. We don't do that there.
Yo, dude, who was that dude that talked about Barkley? What was his name?
Erga.
Hey, Erga, I'm a Cowboys fan, dude. I Barkley, bro, is another dude that I root for, and I'm rooting for him again. I want to see these guys recover after these injuries. I want to see them go on and have productive years. I don't care who he plays for, and I will be rooting for Barkley to have a healthy, productive season this year, man. And that's another good dude, man, watching out of the Big Ten that I used to watch. So yeah, man, I think he's going to be okay. I think Garrett's going to find a way to get the ball. But I agree with you, Sneaky. We saw Adrian Peterson. Shout out Adrian Peterson. He shouted out my daughter on a video a few months ago, bro. So shout out Adrian Peterson, man, by the way. But that's a remarkable guy to look up to as well. And I'm sure Peterson, the way he is, he's probably reached out to Barkley. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
And how's your baby girl? How's she doing?
She is back on the ice, boy. She's training for this competition in June.
Let's go.
Back going, baby. Yeah, we're back on it, man. Thank you guys for asking.
So Victor asked me this. So if you weren't a Giants fan, Sneaky, what grade would you have the draft for the draft? I think I still would have gave him an A+. I mean, the fact that he addressed all the needs and produce equity for the future drafts or even future trades. I mean, we have 2 number ones in the first round. We can move up. God forbid, we can move up to a second or a first round now because we have 2 first round picks for the 22 draft. I'm excited.
I think that's what you're gonna do next year, Sneaky. If Daniel Jones does not work out, y'all will use those 2 first round picks to move up because I believe in next year's draft there might be maybe only 2 or 3 good quarterbacks, and one of them's from Oklahoma, and I still don't think he's gonna be that great. But I mean, he still has one more year in Spencer Rattler. It's hard to say when people say even though you're a Cowboys fan. Being aside, what do you grade their team? And same for you asking about the Giants. But like I said, I gave them a B+. The Giants, they had a good draft. The Cowboys, man, it's more of a wait and see. So I give them maybe the fourth place in their division for the draft. And then that's coming from a Cowboys fan, a true Cowboys fan. I love them, and it's more of a wait and see draft instead of they're ready right now. So
I agree.
I know Barkley. I think he's gonna be. I don't think Zeke's gonna have a better year.
Danny says Galladay and Kadarius Clowney are gonna put Daniel Jones in the MVP. Clip it. We're gonna clip this. We're gonna clip this 51-32. Okay. All right.
MVP.
All right.
MVP.
All right.
Hey, Daddy,
Okay.
send me some of that chronic, man. You're hitting right now, dude. Send it to Fort Worth, Texas, man. Send it, dog.
Danny
I love it.
Now, for y'all's sake, you better hope he's wrong. You better hope.
Hey, I'll bet whatever you want. I bet you whatever you want. He's wrong, bro. DJ might not even be the quarterback by the end of the season, bro, is what I'm saying. Let me tell you something about Kenny Galladay. Let me tell you something. You guys went after a dude that's hurt. I want you to know Kenny Galladay is a very iffy pickup in this offseason. I love Kenny Galladay. I love him. But, dude, let me just tell you, don't be surprised if that fool goes out and gets hurt in the first game, man. I'm throwing it out there right now.
If I'm not mistaken, he was only hurt last year due to his hip.
Okay. Hip
so
injury.
that was I did.
Look up that injury.
No, I did. It is. But for me being a fan, obviously on the outside in, actually Gettleman called me and told me, that he's good. But no, I mean, the Giants had to have seen something to move forward with this. And
he needed help, bro.
I know, but I mean, at the same time, why are we going to get somebody that's injured? That's, but we'll see. Let me just stop there. You're right. We'll see. What's up, Becky? How you doing?
Now, is it good to say that the Cowboys' 3 receivers are better than your number 1?
Nope.
I think they are.
Nope. I'm going to say it right now. Now I'm going to wait a little bit. No. I'm going to wait a little. I want to see something else. I want to wait. I'm going to be patient.
Who is the Giants' number 1?
Still got time.
Galladay.
It's
got to be
Galladay.
I didn't even know they had a number 1, bro. I thought they had 2 twos, bro. I didn't know.
They did.
They had a 1, bro.
They did for 3 years.
Hey, all 3 Cowboys have 3 better wideouts than your number 1, bro. Ooh. And I'm not a super fan by any means. You would take any one of those 3 wideouts as your number 1, guaranteed, hands down, bro. Sneaky. Yeah. I'm sorry, bro.
Well, I mean, if that was the case, then Goodman would have already picked them.
Who?
We had a chance for CeeDee Lamb last year and didn't get him.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we would have picked him. We had a chance at Amari Cooper, free agent. No, because he got traded. He got traded, you guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
That just shows how hard it is to find a number 1 receiver.
Yeah,
Danny.
Thank you, Danny. Danny said, laugh now,
that chronic.
Cry later. Laugh
no,
now.
I want to ask Danny. Do you think your receivers are better than ours, or at least Galladay's better than one of our top 3? I want him to answer that because he's on that good shit.
I will say this for me. I believe our receivers are good for us. They fit our system. They fit what we want to do.
3-yard slants.
And hey, if 3-yard slants get to Super Bowls, then so be it.
I don't know.
So, and again, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out.
Do y'all now? Let me ask you on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh! See,
my goodness, Danny!
Danny said, "Hell yeah!" Way to stick to your guns, Danny.
Smoking with Snoop or something, man.
Way to stick to your guns.
No, but with Tampa Bay, I kind of been thinking about this. Do y'all still think that I understand they won the Super Bowl last year, and they pretty much
did.
Yeah,
that was so long ago. I forgot.
And they pretty much re-signed everybody that they had. Now with them being older now, Gronk, Antonio Brown, with Leonard Fournette, do you still think they have one of the best offenses in the NFL?
Is Tom Brady still a quarterback? Is he still taking snaps?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, he is.
Then for me, it's a yes, dog.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. They did not have a number one defense last year. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't even think they had it was I mean, maybe
their defense was at least, I would say, top 7, top 8.
No, now hold on, dude. If you take in the last 4 to 6 games, Tampa Bay's defense was fire. If you take the whole season into consideration, they weren't. But dude, you look at what they did at the end of the season.
In the playoffs.
I stand corrected. I stand. Okay, I have no problems to admit when I was wrong. Tampa Bay. Now I don't have an overall offense,
right.
But as far as points, they were number 3. As far as yards, they were number 7. Now their defense. As far as points, 8, and as far as yards, 6.
Right.
I stand corrected.
That's a top 7, right. Top 8 defense.
No, right, but Sneaky. Yeah. If you look at the last quarter of the season into the playoffs, bro, Tampa Bay's defense was fire, dude.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the overall season. Right. It doesn't break it down.
And we all know what happened in the Super Bowl. I mean,
especially with Green Bay as well.
Brady. Well, you know, I'm going to be honest. Like, I go down to that call with the Green Bay coach.
Right. We can. You're right. I agree with you.
It goes down to that 4th. And if I
agree with you.
If I was a Packers fan, I would have thrown something at the TV. How are you not going to give the ball to Aaron? No one will chastise you for that.
Yeah.
No one will chastise. Why did you do it? Are you kidding me? Aaron Rodgers. Enough said.
Did you see what happened with Aaron Rodgers this week?
Yeah. That's what we have a few minutes left. What the hell's going on, dude? I mean,
hey, like I said,
retirement.
I'm telling
he's going to come back, bro.
He'll retire.
I'm telling you right now. They do not like each other. LaFleur, Rodgers, they can't stand each other. Mm-hmm. Right. And LaFleur does not trust Rodgers at all.
Let's go to that play call, bro. What have you guys seen Aaron Rodgers' reaction to that play call?
Right after the game.
Why isn't I would be taking a fucking penalty, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would be mind blown, dude, if I was Aaron Rodgers at that play. I still don't understand it to this day.
Now wait, the fact that they went field goal or when he scrambled forward.
No, the field goal.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, he was.
I don't understand, man. There would have been a fight. If I was Aaron Rodgers, there would have been a fight on that sideline, bro. There would have been a fight.
Yeah.
You put the ball in my hand, coach. I'm a Hall of Famer.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Awesome friend of mine, Giants fan. The teams that Rodgers wants to go to: Raiders, Giants, and Broncos.
Yes. Now, I was going to bring that up. That's why I was happy you brought that up.
Well, those are only 3 that I know.
I honestly, guys, I was worried about this because I always thought about the Giants and Rodgers, man.
Same.
And that's what I was worried about this whole time, right when he was talking about that. Mm-hmm. So, Sneaky, if Aaron Rodgers says I want to be a Giants quarterback today, don't give me that bullshit, dude.
You know you're saying yes.
Sneaky.
I still...
Sneaky.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the time.
No. We're not time. No. I need to hear your answer.
Let's go. No. Okay. All right.
If this show's gonna be a little bit extra, that's fine because I need to hear this answer.
Okay, so the answer is, and there it is right there. We would have to give up. Yes, we would. Yes, we would. You know damn well they'd want both number ones for Aaron Rodgers.
I would do it
right
and you do it
right off the bat.
And you do it. He takes you to the playoffs his first year, bro, guaranteed in that weak division.
He takes you to the NFC
I would take
Championship.
him as a Dallas Cowboy. I would take him here.
Come on,
dude. It's Aaron freaking Rodgers, bro.
That's MVP. MVP. You're telling me you're going to take Daniel fucking Dimes Jones over an MVP of Aaron Rodgers?
I would say that I like where we're at right now.
He's lying.
Oh my goodness!
And the only reason why I'm saying hold on. This is why
he's not listening, bro.
I know he's not. I know he's not.
Okay,
I know
Lloyd is not listening.
I know. And look. And you have Ant. He makes a good point. But here's my reasoning. I didn't say yes. I didn't say no. But here's my reasoning. And then where's Danny? Danny said, Danny said something about I would take him. Hold on, I'm going the wrong way. Okay.
His eye's going down.
There we go. No, wait. Yeah, see, I would take him too. Yes, I take him. Now, okay. Now, hear me out before y'all throw freaking vegetables at me through the computer. You gotta develop the future, right? So now let me ask you this.
You gotta fucking win today.
I know. I hear you on that. What do you do? What's Tampa Bay? Yeah, you can't say the F word. Your affiliation. What are the Bucks going to do after Brady leaves? What are the
Kyle Trask?
Who cares? They just won a Super Bowl, dude. He did what they wanted him to do. You're telling me you wouldn't take a Super Bowl next year because you're worried about the future? No.
Victor says, I think Sneaky would turn gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that for Rodgers to be a Giant.
Oh, look. What? Well, it's 2021, Victor.
Just so you know, Victor, I'm always happy. All right, just to fulfill that.
Sneaky, this is okay. Anymore.
Hear me out. I would love the opportunity to have Rodgers, yes. But for me, okay, when we'll be in the situation right now that we are in when Eli left. And that's how I think. I am a forward thinker. And, I would be silly not to take someone that did not already win a Super Bowl, that did not already be played in a couple of NFC championship games. I'd be at a Pro Bowler. Jesus Christ. How many Pro Bowls have you? What is he, a 3-time MVP?
Yeah. Now, Sneaky, but with quarterbacks now age, look at Brady. He's playing until he's 43, 44. Aaron Rodgers has he can do the same thing. So it's not just 2 or 3 years with Aaron Rodgers. It could be 5 years. And that was 5 years that could be of winning. As long as you protect him, like the way Brady's been protected since New England, since with Tampa Bay.
So we're looking at 9-time Pro Bowl, 3-time All-Pro, 3-time MVP, 1-time Super Bowl champion, Hall of Fame, all 2010 team. Obviously his resume is crazy.
And you still wouldn't take him.
I did not say that. I did not say that. I'm saying that, I'd be foolish not to.
Okay. But
let's go Giants. Oh man.
That being said, we are going to close it down now. Man, this show flew by fast.
Quick note on the Green Bay Packers. They didn't draft a receiver till the 3rd round. So they're still not helping out.
Let's not start. I told you to the worst GM management in the freaking league. I said that weeks ago. So that's a whole other hour talk.
Yeah. I still can't believe what they did and got Love last year. That's what set the precedent. And he took them to the conference championship game last year too.
Yep, and still didn't get him a receiver. Good receiver, but not till the 3rd.
That's not thinking. Let's see. That's not forward thinking. That's future think. Okay, I'll take that.
Okay, Carla.
All right, guys. Man, that was.
Oh, is this us two now?
What's up, sexy? Oh, hey guys. I want to say thank you again, like I always do. Guys, hey man, it's been a crazy couple of years, crazy year and a half with COVID and everything. I got out last night. I had some fun. I saw some friends that haven't hung out with a long time. I want you to know, man. It's been a rough year and a half for a lot of people with COVID and everything, man. Don't forget your friends out there, man. Give them a call. Give those family members you haven't seen in a while a call, man. I guarantee they would love to hear from you, man. I want to thank you all. We've reached a goal, man. We're at about 210,000 followers on TikTok for Clary OG. I want to say thank you guys. Thank you for supporting the Truce podcast. We're doing good things. We keep building slowly. Thanks for the love and support. Guys, get out there. It's a fresh week. Make somebody smile. Be the difference in somebody's life. Much love, guys. Have a great week.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Cowboy Hippie. I'm sorry for Mark. I don't think he realized he just had his sports bra on. So next time we'll make sure he wears a shirt. I want to give a big shout out to all my brothers and sisters out there who are serving or who have served. I want you to know your stories will always be remembered and told. Big shout out to the Ducks, my son's football team. We went 1-1 this weekend. He got a touchdown. He did his thing. So like I'm gonna pick up what Mark said. Appreciate every moment that you have with your friends and family. You never promise tomorrow. Have a great week. Draft week is finally over. That means we're almost to the football season. So let's go Cowboys.
I definitely want to give a shout out to Ant. I know you're still on here. We were on for 8 hours during the draft and another 2 hours for day number 2. And day number 3, we were like, yeah, F that. Big shout out to you, Ant. I can't believe you put up with me for 8 hours. Also, I want to give a big shout out to the Giants organization. Loops, I got you, bro. I promise you. And Loops, I'm going to give you a shout out. Those that don't know, during draft night, we had I gave a peeps of mine a gift card because he earned it, and he won it actually, and he was like, I don't want to. I want to give it out. It was between Loops and another gentleman. They, couple Washington Redskins. There's a reason why I'm saying that, guys. And then football team questions. And then Loops had a bonus question to win his gift card. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, big shout out to you. Loops Loops was like, no, let's give it to the kid. I'm good. I'm older than he is. I was like, no, we're good. You get one too. Anyway. And those of you that don't know, I'm sorry, guys, I'm a little winded right now. Today is Greek. If you are Greek Orthodox, I want to tell you Happy Easter. Christos Chanestis. He has risen. Happy Easter, to all the Greek Orthodox out there celebrating today. Be safe, enjoy, and yes, Christos Chanestis. The draft has came, and now it is gone. And now for the Giants fan base, family, the drive for 5 starts today. Yeah, I said it. Big shout out to the Giants. Thank you so much for giving me my 15 minutes of fame. Big shout out to Brandon London and to all the Giants organization that I bugged you so many times, and I'm gonna, I'm a still keep bugging you. But anyway, that being said, make someone smile this week. Enjoy the time with your family. My pops is doing good. Prayers are working. Keep them up. And as always, let's go Giants! Oh!
I'ma keep it 100 here, man. Look, to be honest, y'all ain't even on my fucking level, to be honest. Some of y'all dancing with the devil, to be honest. Y'all ain't even supposed to be here, but since we all here, let me tell you what's real, to be honest. Y'all